What's up guys, Everything Flash here. Today I'm going to be talking about the Flash season finale and what is most likely going to happen. When we left off, Iris is dead and all the members of Team Flash are just broken. Wally still has a broken leg and Joe is just devastated. Tracy feels like a failure. One of the most important things that we didn't get to see in the last episode was Cisco and Caitlin's fight. This is the most crucial moment because it will tell us whether or not Barry's in the same timeline or if he's in a new one. Remember from the episode, the Once and Future Flash, Cisco loses his hands and has robotic ones. So this battle will ultimately determine which timeline we are in as of right now. Now down to the real question. How is Barry going to defeat Savitar? And how is he going to save Iris? From the last episode, we find out that the speed bazooka doesn't work because Savitar has the Philosopher's Stone in his possession, which is basically a giant storage for Speed Force energy. So no matter how many times they shoot the bazooka at him, the Philosopher's Stone simply absorbs all the energy. Everyone on Team Flash thinks that Savitar is actually done with this plan, but they are wrong by a long shot. In episode 320, we find out that Savitar has two things planned for Barry.
For Iris to die, so that you are driven so far into the dark that I can be born. And the other? It may sound ironic given who I'm talking to, but I'll keep that one to myself. When I have control of all of time, it will be you who is abandoned and forgotten.
The other one, he says he's going to keep that to himself. But we also hear him say he wants to make Barry turn into the remnant that is shunned by everyone for being an aberration. Now, Savitar doesn't really have to force Barry to become a remnant because he knows Barry better than he knows himself, since he's the future Barry. What I think Barry from the current timeline is going to do is go to the moment when Savitar kills Iris and become a time remnant himself. When he does this, he sees multiple remnants at that same exact moment, hence the future Flash telling Barry,
You're even gonna create time remnants of yourself, but he's gonna kill them all mostly.
At this point, Savitar is going to kill all the time remnants except the Barry that saw Iris die already. By doing this, he makes Barry's destiny to become Savitar inevitable. Now, after Barry, the time remnant, survives, there will be two Flashes in this time period. But instead of trying to be part of Team Flash, the Barry that lived through Iris' death will go into the Speed Force to stop himself from ever becoming Savitar. Now, this is just a theory, so we don't know how exactly any of these events will play out or even if they will. The two wildcards in the season finale are HR and the Accelerated Man from Earth 19. There is a high probability that HR could perform some sort of switch in order to save Iris and disguise himself as Iris using the identity changer device from Earth 19. We've seen this used in the last episode when Barry goes undercover as Lila. All the clues in the show have pointed to this because in the last episode, HR gives a short speech to Cisco about how he feels and that he hasn't contributed anything to the team. This could most likely mean that HR could be considering to sacrifice himself for Team Flash. The second wildcard is the Accelerated Man. He was shown for 2 seconds in the episode when Grodd attacks Central City, but we still haven't seen him for the rest of the season. Accelerated Man has to have some sort of involvement in Savitar's defeat because the showrunners would not waste money making a costume for him if he only shows up for 2 seconds during the entire season. Tell me what you guys think in the comments section below. As usual guys, thanks for watching. If you like this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Thanks.